Well, I can't even hear you guys until just now.
I was having issues till just now.
Yeah, Discord's having some fun times here.
Oh yeah, it definitely seems that way. I is still eating. Our food didn't show up that long ago.
That's fair.
You guys are fine. Normally we start at 8 o'clock our time.
Okay, so this is what I was looking at for the Discord D20, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to learn this severely if we're gonna want to use this. It's gonna take me quite a bit of time, because right now what I'm having issues with, I can make a character, place them on the map. I don't quite understand how to give control. Ooh, someone just created 3 characters.
Me.
You did.
I can't even get in, guys. It keeps saying something went wrong. Please try again. So,
Weird. Okay.
I just put it through.
yeah.
Interesting.
As it's creating and receive.
What? It
It's
would.
because I don't have one and it's not letting me create one. Let me just create an account.
So I just wanted to let you guys know we typically start at 8 o'clock our time, so
No, I don't. We typically start at 7:30 your time.
no.
I have no idea.
Just when we were doing this at
streaming
5.
until 8, but I'm telling you.
We did start early the last few times to get things set up.
That's right. Oh god, how do we get out of this?
But so I technically can use this. It's just going to take me longer to do things because I actually need to like learn how that everything works here.
Yeah.
Or like because one of my main issues I'm having. Oh, that's interesting. Because I don't. Oh god, I didn't mean to have the drawing tool selected. Get away from there. God damn it! Get away from that. It's a major issue I'm going to be having throughout this whole thing with this specifically. Is it first helps me keep track of turns and a bunch of other things that I wish the other thing did. But I'm gonna have to create maps using that map editor from last time, and I don't know how to get those maps put into. Oh, I see. There's a My Library thing, and I upload it. Okay. Okay. So. Okay.
Mine's now just showing a blank screen. I got logged in, but yeah.
Weird.
Oh, on the roll 20.
Let me leave and go back in.
Try that, yeah.
Nope. Still blank on my end.
I hear it, but I don't. Yeah. Like, I wish this worked, but at the same time,
I'm okay with it not working. It is okay.
Might be something to try out later.
because yeah, I don't. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I logged in and it's doing the.
Yeah, I don't know. maybe because me and Addy are on the same network. It's working
Maybe.
better.
Quite possibly.
No, but I want to exit. Thank you. But yeah, no. Okay. Fascinating.
Dun dun dun
Just thinking that.
dun.
Hold on.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, this needs to be washed. Okay.
What needs to be washed?
My whiteboard. It's on August and it's no longer August. Oh, we needed the cinnamon thing. And then we have to go I have to go get forks. I could just order forks, but I want to go to Big Lots.
And Shaw. Wow. I wish there was a fill tool. Not gonna lie.
We could just use paint to
Yeah.
just squiggle a okay.
uh. Oh, I see how it is. See how the race works. That's annoying. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So, what does this do? Nothing. Got it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyway. Can I like before the everything starts? Let's see. Be glad my brain caught up back. Goddamn. I was sitting there
What?
like trying to figure out. My brain sat there and lagged. It's fine. Not gonna lie to you. It definitely lagged.
You're a lag.
I have high amounts of lag today. Alright, and now I go boop, boop, grab, grab. I accidentally took a guard with us, apparently. Whoops.
That's fun.
On. Goodbye, guard, that I didn't realize was back where we were. Box in a different color. Okay. Well, I normally use brown, but orange.
Hey, do we have any birthday candles? I'm gonna go look for a birthday candle.
What?
I need a birthday candle.
Okay.
Birthday candle?
Apparently.
Yeah, because we don't have any pillar candles, and I know that. But we
I have-
might have birthday candles.
I have so many questions.
She's making her altar.
Got it.
That is the long and the short, yeah, actually.
That makes so much more sense now. I was like sitting there going, why do you need a candle? Why?
D&D by candlelight.
I'd hope not. Trying to
Alright.
color in like there.
So, for those of you
Yes,
that
that
may be here,
works.
may not be, I'm not exactly sure. My setup doesn't tell me half the time. As a quick little recap. Choking on rice. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So, as a recap, we just left the city because everything went to shit. We met with Hades, and I think we left them about to leave the cave that they found just outside of town. And as you can see right now, Ace is currently getting all that set up. So, we should be starting up here shortly. I do have the previous episode posted on my YouTube. Brandflakes 2 on YouTube. Is it Brandflakes 2? I don't remember. Anyways, it's in my Twitch channel written down somewhere. I know that much at least. Yeah, if you guys enjoy what you're seeing now and you want to see the previous 2 episodes of this, then head there, check them out. I'm not getting any sort of monetary gain from any of this. This is all just because I want to share the story. So. Choking on my rice.
Excuse you?
I'm choking on my rice.
Oh,
Not what I heard.
nuts.
What'd you
Anyway.
hear?
Nope.
No. No,
Yeah,
what'd
yeah,
you hear?
yeah, 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 yeah,
You motherfuckers, you better tell me.
yeah. You
I'll tell
motherfucker.
you later, baby.
No, tell me now.
Never.
Okay, I'm done with this.
Baby, it's right here. What are you even doing?
I fucked that up. Oh. Thank you. And that one.
You
I
guys
grabbed
do
the
today?
line. We were gonna go to a shooting range today, and then that got canceled immediately.
We were supposed to go to the river today. That got
Like
canceled.
right before we would have started heading out, is when it got canceled.
That's a bummer.
So it's like,
Okay, Lappy.
God damn.
It's unfortunate. Cool, my wife just found the sewing kit. My dog's baby. Her little Gingy baby. I
No,
really hope that all of that got picked up.
A
Nate,
little bit.
well, some of it. I don't know what all of it was supposed to be.
So I said my wife is awesome and she found the sewing kit, so now I can fix on my dog's baby. Her little Gingy baby.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Should I
Okay.
use brown or a different color? That would be easier to see.
Probably one that'd be easier to see.
Okay. I'll use pink.
Oh, I need water.
Yeah, water's a thing.
Water's a thing.
No, it's not.
Drugs. Drugs are a thing.
None of that.
That's a thing too.
What?
What?
Mm-mm.
Oh, drugs are a thing too?
Mhm.
That's fair. Wow, there's literally no one in my chat right now. Interesting.
Well,
Not used to
how
this.
dare there be no one in your chat?
I know. Oh well.
Didn't they know the Brandon was freaking live right now?
Yeah. Yeah. That's not gonna work.
No.
Okay, are you gonna work with me this time? Please tell
Definitely
me you
not.
are. Oh, you motherfucker. You just had to say that, didn't you? Because it immediately became a fucking pain in the ass to do.
Of course it did.
Oh, so me and Aspen were playing Fortnite earlier.
Yeah. How'd that
We
go?
had a victory royale. And I found
Hell
out that
yeah.
I am incredibly good with the shield.
Yeah. The shield's pretty good to begin with. So I'm
The
like,
shield is kind of hard to be bad with,
You know.
honestly. God, I fucking love needle threaders so much. They are the best invention in the world. Woo. Too bad we don't have a thimble though. Ow. I'm surprised that Lola's not staring directly at me as I fix her baby.
She's being
Stare.
distracted.
Stare. All the stare.
What are you doing to my baby, Daddy? That sounded
What?
weird.
That sounded bad.
You know what I meant.
Do I?
I don't know, do you?
No.
Just say yes. Just acknowledge the awkwardness.
Never.
Acknowledge.
Nothing.
Bitch.
Acknowledge the nothingness.
You motherfucker. Acknowledge it.
No. Huh?
Sewing, sewing.
You gotta show me something? Okay. You can show me something. I think I finally got everything set up, so I think that's done. Hopefully. Goodbye.
I threw legs and walked away.
Uh-huh. That's not how that works. That is definitely a ladder that already had legs and was set in a precarious spot and wiggled itself back down.
I think you're wrong. I think they're right. Sorry.
Wow, I see how it is.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. Sorry, Ace.
Oh, okay, okay.
Get
Addie
fucked,
wants it.
Robert.
Yeah.
Get fucked, Robert.
Fuck me, I guess.
A small toddler is the closest thing you can have to a Pokemon. It follows you around. You love it dearly. No one else can understand what it's saying, and it is obedient only when it wants to be. The main difference is that training it to do battle with other toddlers is frowned upon.
Yeah.
But Bradley, I choose
God.
you.
I hate it. Thanks. I hate it.
Thanks for the anxiety.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Toddler gets hit by a car. Oh, is it evolving?
That's fucked.
I love that that is what my chat hears, and I no
That's-
context. No
Wait,
context.
did you start just before I said that?
I've moved it to the game screen
Where they can hear us.
where they can hear you guys. Just said that.
I don't know how to turn
Um.
off the fucking Discord chat while I'm just sitting here on something else. They've been listening to everything we've been talking about.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Your
No,
Your
I'm not
chat-
popular enough for it to matter.
your
Even,
chat
well,
heard
even
it.
if you were popular, we didn't really say anything that bad.
Brayden, I choose you.
Your chat heard the context, my chat didn't.
Yep. If there, well, the
So-
lack thereof of chat, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, says the blind man.
To the deaf mute?
You know.
I see, said the blind man to the deaf mute. Yeah, I hear you, said the deaf mute to the blind man.
All right. So,
Gotta
Are
make this
we
stitching
ready
really
to
strong.
start.
Oh god, it's wrapped around your arm. Do not do this to me.
Brandon has had an existential crisis about something being wrapped around something else.
Don't worry about it.
I'm currently okay,
I'm
so
sure
I
he'll
am
figure it out eventually.
I am currently sewing up the ass. I know it sounds bad. The ass of Lola's baby because she somehow ripped the stitching right across the crotch and tore all the stuffing out. So now I'm just trying to fix it because she is very upset with me that I took it away from her.
What a strange turn of events this turned out to be.
Well, it's not like I'm doing anything else right now, and Aspen just found the sewing kit, so she's the best wife in the goddamn world.
Yes.
See, yes. I can.
I've been racking up brownie points lately.
To
I'm
be
like-
fair, they were required brownie points. So
They were required.
Your ass
No,
looks good in those jeans.
he fucked up pretty bad earlier in the year, so these are all
Oh
required.
no. Oh no, Brandon,
I don't know what you're talking about.
you're not supposed to fuck up. I say that, but then if I turn around, I bet this one has.
I bet you.
Oh,
fucked
she's
up.
probably glaring at you right now.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but I'm not gonna turn around again to look.
Smart
Care
man.
care to,
I'll just throw that apparently behind. Guess I didn't
All of
need
a sudden, a mug goes flying at your head.
that. Don't threaten her. I know she has glasses over there, and those definitely could be thrown. But
Hey,
those are
baby.
like metal and may hurt me.
Oh, fair. Hey, lovey.
Which one?
What do
You,
you mean?
I can't tell who's talking. I'm not looking at the computer right now.
babe.
Yes.
Do you have a readily available moment to go and find me Skizzors?
Skizzers.
Yes, but only because I also need them.
Okay.
Skizzers.
Oh, wait. I have a seam splitter I can use. Never mind.
Okay, Robert, we're ready whenever you
Yes, Skizzors. Do. Excuse me.
Well, how dare you?
Oh, Miss Bunny. Miss Bunny, Daddy has something for you.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I know he's talking to a dog.
Hi, baby.
My God, if I didn't, this would
Does
be
Daddy have your baby?
severely out
Yeah.
of context.
Yeah, Daddy has your baby, doesn't he? Yeah. Let me cut this off, and then we'll give it back to you.
first. Don't cut anything.
Here you go, Lola. Your baby's all fixed. Go get it. Yeah, good girl.
Never.
Oh, she is so fucking happy. Immediately jumps on the bed and starts playing with it. Lola, is you happy? Is you a happy girl?
Whoa. What'd I do?
Say thank you. Hey, hey,
Oh, that's a snap.
are you gonna say thank you?
Delete that.
Lola.
Julie,
leave
I'll
her
say
alone.
thank you. Thank you. Alright.
Her squeaker fell. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, he tried to put it back in a good spot, and I think he failed.
Hey,
Alright. I'm trying to wake up. We're good.
Wake up!
No.
Gotta
I
have
will
yourself a
not
little
make
bit of
it
makeup.
Nope. I
But
will
why
not
is the kid
make
on the
fun.
table?
Why aren't you on the table?
That really is the question now, isn't it? So I'm
Alright,
not
you
drunk
getting
enough.
started over there?
Huh?
Oh, I've been started.
Are you
I've been good.
okay? I didn't know. That's why I turned around. Because I was asking. Because when I
Also,
asked last
hello
time,
everyone in Addie's chat.
Hello, everybody.
hello.
Anyway, so I think we left off with
We
everyone
were in a
waking up in the morning,
yes.
and we just took down like the tents and everything like that.
Yeah, we were
Zara
literally
just kind of shoved hers
just
into her
about to go.
backpack without too much concern for anything.
I forgot that happened.
So I don't know why I put us in a corner because we'll be
We're
heading
gonna leave a cave.
out. Okay. So at this point, everyone's up. All the tents are packed. Everything is picked up, and everyone is good to go. Zach takes the first, like, heading out of the cave, and looks back, and is everyone ready for today's journey to Saloon and Shaw's worshipping site?
We need
Sorry,
to have
mouthful.
cameras on.
Do you?
I
Do
can't
we?
tell when people need to talk or like are about to talk. And so like I keep waiting for someone
An
to
awkward
talk
silence. Okay.
because we're all trying
Um,
to talk. Does that make sense?
did we all try to talk?
No,
but
nobody
no
was
one's trying to
No.
talk.
No one tried to talk because everyone doesn't know when the other one's. Okay. I kind of
That's
understand what you're
exactly
saying.
My camera's working beautifully.
Okay, I wish I could do something about it. I was gonna go. Let's see. How's the table set up? Okay. I mean, so I don't know how we're gonna do that, to be honest.
That's
I
okay.
thought
We don't
about
have
just
to.
going like clockwise around the table, but then that's also like
Who's the first person hands up?
Your courage will reward you.
Sure.
That is what my fortune
We can
said.
do it that way. So Keith would be, if you have anything to say back to Zach, we'll go with you first.
No, he's still trying to wrap his head around everything he saw the day before, and just stays quiet.
Alright. Then we'll go Anna.
Anna just sticks her thumb up and continues walking behind them.
Now it's Zara's turn.
He just kind of nods and like waddles behind everyone, just toddling along.
So as everyone starts exiting the mouth of the cave, I'll just get everyone out of the cave for now. As we're exiting the cave, you can see the clouds overhead. It's just like an extremely cloudy day. There's not much sky to be seen.
Mhm.
While that's happening, suddenly the clouds part and very bright lights get shot down like meteors, several in front of us that they're not too far away, and they hit in the forest. And as that happens, the ground beneath us begins to shake as if earthquake is going on. And immediately smoke is bellowing from where the lights in that direction, where the lights had hit. Zach is just like, well, looks like we're gonna have company today. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have to deal with them right now.
And I guess it's gonna be just like last night.
It's gonna be a version of it.
All right.
Just because we're out of town doesn't mean there isn't other things or people or.
Do we
We're
have
not-
to go that way?
He sadly just like slowly turns back and just slowly nods.
It's like fuck.
And that's the only
Yes.
way.
It's the only way that I know of to get over there as quickly as possible.
It's the
There
only
might
way.
be there might be another way around, but that's gonna take more time. It might be just quicker to fight our way through. Then Inzot sits there and thinks a moment and goes, okay. Guess we got two options. Fight our way through or find another way around. What does everyone think we should do here?
I'm
Squeak,
sorry.
squeak, squeak.
Give me that. No. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. Give it to me. Give me your baby, goddammit.
But that doesn't wreck the immersion at all.
The-
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak,
Oh,
squeak.
the bird!
It's the bird. Don't worry. They just sound like chew toys.
The birds are quite active this morning, aren't they? I say it kind of sounded like, I don't know exactly.
So,
Dum 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 da dum dum da da da. I am going to run off and see if I can't find a path around without being spotted. So that would probably be what? Sneak and perception? Right?
Sneak, yes. Perception, not necessarily. Keyword is
Oh,
not necessarily.
I like my chances with the stealth. Holy shit.
But yeah, if you want to do it quietly, you're gonna have to do a stealth check.
Okay. I will do a stealth
Go
check.
ahead and roll that d20. Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what you're talking about. That thought was. There we go. Blanket for memory. Blanket for memory.
what'd you roll?
So that one, huh?
Oh,
What would that have given you at the end with all of
8.
your buffs? 8? Alright.
I have a stealth of +7. That's what I was like,
Yeah,
no,
you
no, no,
rolled a
that second
one.
one was beautiful. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, the second one was great.
Oh.
So, you know, that wasn't okay. So you're as stealthy as you think you're gonna be.
What an
I'm walking
odd-
around, stepping on all sorts of twigs,
So did you
kicking
go
rocks around.
so how this is laid out right now, there is a mountainside going this way. So just like, and then there's another one going off this direction. You're
The
basically in like a
frick?
V of a mountain, and in the V is where we are.
And there's me just kicking down rocks and boulders and making all the fucking noise.
So which direction do you go? Because you tried this, you sneak and then you moved. So like, where in what direction are you
I
trying?
was just
to,
gonna try and go
around
like
in?
over here in this area.
Okay.
Like
Or
fucking
move,
just
There you
trying to
go.
see if there is anything in front of me or if there's a way that we can go around everything or yada yada yada.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and keep going a little bit.
No.
So from where you are, you can see in a clearing of two trees, in between the two, there's this humanoid figure that is like stretched out. It's like a human that's been stretched out and is like pure white made of wax.
This fucking guy?
No. That dude. That's the only thing I had for a icon that wasn't one with the wings. So, its face also looks like a human that's like mid scream, with its eyes like burnt out. And it looks like it's melting like from that a bit. In its facial structure. Same with like at the edges of its like mouth is also doing that same like melted effect on either side. And you can see that it made a crater. So that in your assumption is that is what fell from the sky.
So you walked right into him.
He didn't walk right in. It's a little off in the distance.
No, no. See, I walk near him, and I touch the tree I'm near, and it just fucking falls. Because
Oh,
my
God.
sneak skill is so fucking terrible at this juncture. Oh, thank
But
God!
you
I think that
also
Lola
see-
punctured her fucking squeaker. All I
You
hear is like
also
a
see a red glow that reminds you of the red glow of the portal that happened in the church. But then you see a creature of how to describe this, of stitched together flesh that is about 15 feet tall.
I'm guessing this motherfucker.
With red glowing eye. Yeah, that motherfucker. With red glowing eyes, and they don't seem happy with one another. It seems like they're rearing to fight each other.
Okay. I'm just gonna duck behind the tree.
As you duck behind the tree, you step on a branch, and it snaps. Give me that D20 real fast. You're a lucky bastard. That is one off, my guy.
Oh, so my sneak skill's better than your perspective, motherfucker.
So it snapped, right? That branch snapped, and you sit there and freeze a moment, thinking, what if they heard you? As that's happening... Oh. keep them that far away, I guess, without them falling over. You hear what sounds like stone grinding against stone. Do you want to check it out, or you gonna hide behind that tree forever?
Sorry, I got distracted by the dog again.
You're good. I figured. That's why I was gonna say a fucking comment.
Okay, I need to take that fucking thing. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You cannot have that.
So that's going on. The other three, Zach is just sitting there, like, I guess we should wait for him to see what he can find, see if we can find a way ahead that isn't gonna be an issue.
Okay, so I heard the sound of crumbling stone, you said?
Yeah, and like stone grinding against other stone.
Where at would I hear that?
The direction of the two big creatures you were.
Alright, I'm going to make another stealth check, see if I can't move in closer.
Okay. You do that.
9 plus 7, 16.
Okay. Go ahead and move and do what you were gonna do.
I'm gonna hide behind this tree now.
So as you get close to that tree, you see the ground is like slightly still on fire, and
Mhm.
that tree is half gone, and the other half has just been singed and is on fire. That you're hiding behind.
I mean, as long as they can't fucking see me.
Yeah. So from what you could see, the flesh golem, which is the demon side, you can clearly see there's a portal now. That same as before is like a portal, but on the edges of it are intertwined veins that are pumping, as they're pumping through blood through it. And then at the center of this, you can see like the ground being depressed into a like crater, but all of that is either on fire or in the process of like already being singed.
Okay.
And they are clearly fighting one another, and neither side is taking much damage. The wax creature, every time it gets hit, it like bends and molds and then comes back. And the flesh one, whenever it gets hurt, it like sews itself back together.
I see some goblins on the board out there.
We don't see them yet.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
was just looking around to see which direction would be a good
Yeah.
idea to try and go.
That'd be smidge too far for your character to see.
Yeah. My character doesn't see them. I do, obviously.
Because the fog of war wasn't working as I wanted it to.
Right. Alright, well, I'm gonna double back. Is that direction that we need to go? Is the direction I'm currently moving in?
Yeah, Zach is saying this direction is the way they needed to move.
Okay. Well, I'm going to fucking book it all the way back to them and then try and find a different way. Actually, no. I'm going to... I need to make a stealth roll every time I fucking move, don't I?
I believe so.
4 plus 7, that is an 11.
Go ahead and move.
I'm just literally ducking behind trees, just trying to find out like the rough whereabouts of where everything is.
So from here, you could see smoke coming from this direction. You're not 100% accurate where, like, if there's anything over here, because you can't necessarily see, but you can just see the smoke coming from here.
Oh. You know what? To make this a little bit quicker, I'm going... How tall is this tree I'm standing in front of? Like, would it be
I would
big enough to warrant
pine
me...
tree.
It's a pine tree? So like
So
what,
it's gonna be
10,
like 30
30 feet in the air?
tall. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make an acrobatics check and see if I can't climb up to get a better viewpoint instead of, just ducking behind shit.
Alright. So pause this. So keep track of that roll. As he's doing
17.
that, we're gonna go back to the other three. So this is going to be about a few seconds after he goes in that direction to check, start scouting ahead. And you guys can see Zach kind of pace back and forth. And just because I guess we just gotta wait, see if he can find a way through.
He didn't really talk to anyone before he left, did he?
I'm assuming that's what he's doing, is trying to find a way, because if not, that's gonna be a really awkward here in, I don't know, a little while, because I'm not gonna wait too terribly long. But he will be punished accordingly, I guess, if that's his decision. And then Zosh just is still kind of pacing back and forth, and you can tell that he's in deep thought.
Zara just kind of sits there and goes through her backpack trying to make sure everything's in it and that the tent is all the way shoved in and just kind of
As the tent is halfway sticking out still.
The fucking
it's just kind of the bag is all sorts of weird angles. Everything's just sticking out of
the
it.
fucking ribs of the tent are just poking out of some holes in the side of the bag. Looking like some cartoon fucking backpack.
She hangs all of her instruments and all of her dirty clothes off the tent poles that are sticking out of her pack. So when are we gonna? So as soon as he comes back, we go to the temple and we find out what's going on, so I can talk to my goddess at the temple, because it's my goddess's temple.
Mm-hmm. Zod is just hopefully we can find something there. We sent adventurers there, and I think I know why they haven't come back, if this is what they had to run into going there.
Well, were any of them Saloon followers?
Not that I know of, but I don't keep track of every group that comes through.
Oh, why not?
What do you mean, why not? There isn't very many that Hades brings here. But the pure amount of people that suddenly heard about this and has started flooding the land here. Little do they know that's a death trap, but they don't. Well, I say death trap, but I guess non-death trap, death trap, because I guess you can still be maimed, but it won't kill you.
buddy.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to say, Anna?
Anna doesn't think around and takes us take a step. She just kind of looks around, easily scouting.
Okay. Then at this point, let's go back to
I mean, we can't really do anything because we're waiting on him to come back.
mm-hmm. So we're gonna go back to Keith. All right. So you rolled a
22.
22. Okay. How far up are you going, my guy?
As far up as I can see, whatever I can see, pretty much. Just like trying to find out if there is a less populated path that we could take.
Okay. So once you get about 50, so about halfway up, you can see well off in the distance Zach pointed. You can see a cliff face have some form of structure there, and on that structure there is eyes with stars above it, and you're not quite sure what that is, but that's the direction Zach pointed. And in between that, from where you are, you can see that there's fire almost all the way around it. Like the forest is burning in some fashion, or there's something burning in some fashion around the entire area.
Okay.
But when you're there, you can't really pinpoint how close things are. It's very hard to like decipher between all the trees that you can see, like where each of the fires are separately and so on. But for the majority, there's just a ton of smoke coming from that direction specifically.
I might go over there. Okay. Well, then he is going to climb back down and hoof it back to the group. Which I do believe that's another stealth check. Just because I'm in close proximity to those guys.
Yep.
6 + 7, that is a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as Zach is pacing back and forth, Keith comes, like anyone that's looking that direction sees him come up, and Zach is still kind of pacing back and forth, not seeming to see you.
Right, I might have found a way forward. We are gonna have to be as quiet as possible. There's angels, hellspawn, fighting amongst each other, flames, smoke. It's a war zone.
Zach first jumps, not realizing that you were there. And then, okay, so let's see. We're all gonna have to be quiet, is what you're saying.
Yes, and Keith like points over his shoulder in the direction that Zach was pointing. And that's the direction of which you were pointing, correct?
Yes.
I saw a cliff face with eyes on some sort of stone. It was kind of hard to make out through the smoke, though. Is that where we're going?
Head. What's up? Were there stars? Was it eyes and stars? I think we're heading in the right direction. We have to go that way.
I believe so, yes.
Eyes.
All right. Seems like we all have a direction. Thank you for confirming that it was in that direction, by the way.
I mean, with all the hell around here, it's probably better to make sure where we're going is actually where we need to be.
Fair enough. All right. So we're going to try to quietly move through the forest? Is that the plan we want to do?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, I need everyone to roll a d20 for their stealths. Oh god. Anyway,
Is that
Fucking hell yeah, that's dirty 20.
for stealth you said?
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, is your stealth like
It's-
negative?
No. I just rolled really bad.
yeah, don't.
What did you
don't
roll?
worry.
I rolled a 2, but that puts me at a 6.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have a I have a skill that helps with this because they're bigger than me.
Much bigger than you.
Yeah, I have since I'm a halfling.
Yeah, I think it's something called light-footed or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have this feeling that all three of us are gonna be like sneaking our way through while fucking Anna is just like dazedly walking, no problem.
Anna, your mic keeps cutting when you talk.
That's because I'm not even close to my mic right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
making sure.
So I rolled a 7 with my +5.
Fair. So what was the number?
20.
22. Okay. Okay.
But Anna's also able to use. She has a her racial trait of Mask of the Wild.
Okay.
So, Mask of the Wild can attempt to hide even when you are only light-footed, only lightly obscured. So, in any instance in the forest, kind of blend in.
Got it. Okay.
I have
Alright.
a naturally stealthy where I can attempt to hide when I'm obscured by any creature that is at least one size larger than me. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
kind of like hide
Stick next
behind
to someone.
Anna the whole time and
Yeah.
just kind of like hold on to her cloak and just kind of like follow behind her.
Okay. So Zach looks at Keith and just goes, "You can take lead since it's you're gonna be the quietest one here."
Okay.
Zachful says, "I'll take the rear just in case."
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So Keith is going to lead the party to wherever
Yay.
we are going to.
Yeah, he's just gonna be ducking behind every tree that he comes across.
You guys can circle us and pick us up all together.
Good.
That didn't work. Oh god, I don't want the trees to.
And don't move the trees.
Okay. Where's this big motherfucker going? Is he heading towards us right now?
From what you can,
What do we see as we try to go through the forest?
so as you guys are walking through, you see the two original ones that were fighting. Then you see a larger of the flesh golem is walking, in your guys' direction. in our direction.
Shit. It's not far enough. Oh.
And as you see that, you could see one of the elongated angels fighting 3 goblins as well within that ring of fire.
Oh, this would be a good time to.
Okay, everyone else hasn't seen an angel yet, so
The fuck is that?
Oh, the wax ones?
Zach is like, yes, that is probably what you think it is.
And then this handsome devil walking towards us right now, I believe, is Hellspawn.
I believe so. It looks like something they would put together.
All right, I'm going to, since I noticed that he is walking towards us, I'm going to take out my sling and I'm going to chuck it off in like this direction,
Okay.
or like get a ball bearing off in that direction, try and grab his attention.
Okay. Go ahead and
So 4 plus 5, that's a 9.
okay. So as you shoot the shot and it goes right in between 2 trees. It just sails right through.
All right, I'm going to attempt again.
Okay.
Because he is getting closer.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to try something really quick. What does this D20 say? I like this
That's
D20
one.
better. Let's
Yeah.
do the thing with the 1 really quick, and I will do the D20 that I have.
Yeah. So your sling, as you pull back another bell bearing, the leather pouch that holds the ball bearing with the elastic on either side, the elastic snaps, leaving the sling unusable right now.
All right.
Inoperable.
Then I'm just gonna chuck the ball bearing at the tree. It's like, fuck this.
Okay. Go ahead and,
I had a 15.
you know. Okay. So as it walks over almost within like too close for comfort range, you do that and it turns and then sees the angel over there and starts sprinting that direction.
In a hushed tone, just, that was embarrassing. No one saw that, right?
Zach is just like crouched and just looks over and goes, "Are you sure you're as stealthy as you think you are?"
Shut the hell up, you little green man.
Is he green?
He has green glowing eyes, so I guess.
And as soon as he gets out of earshot, just starts. But why didn't he not go with us?
I don't know. Try again.
No. There we go.
There you go.
Just hoofs it over this way. It's about there.
So as you guys hit right here, you see these two, the flesh throw the angel in this direction, and he goes running after it, and it sets himself on fire as he's running through the flames. So like the bottom portion of him is just on fire as he's running now. The portal that you guys can see that's right here starts pulsating and then dies down and dissipates.
Oh, that's good.
Then, as that all happens, you hear like an inhaling screech. And that's when it comes from this direction, and you can see one of the elongated humanoid angels like sauntering through with blood all over it. It looks like it's been in a fight. But it's definitely not its blood. It is just like
It's just covered
a
in blood.
waxy red. Yeah.
I'm so glad that the ball bearings come in a bag of 1,000.
Yeah.
Because I've only wasted 3. Alright, so is that guy moving towards us? Or is he like going in a straight
going to-
direction?
Yeah, he's gonna be crossing the path we're gonna be wanting to go in.
Okay. I think it'd be the best idea to just like sit here. So I guess everyone needs to make a stealth roll, right? Because if he's walking by, he would be able to see us if he gets too close.
Yeah, we would have to make a stealth check right here. Because he's getting close enough that we're gonna have to. So everyone, I need a D20 again.
12.
Fuck yeah. 26.
Alright. 25. Alright. Now Zach's turn. That is also a 12. Alright. Alright. So as this creature saunters by, you can tell it's making like a click noise as it's walking in one direction. And as it's doing that, about, I would say right here, one of its arms, instead of that like wet, waxy, like, how to put this? It looks like wax is hardening, is a way to put it, and its arm falls off as it's
Oh, it just
creeping
like
by.
it just like crumbles and falls off.
Yeah, as it's walking by. But then as that happens, the arm that was left behind, you see, starts growing. It like grows from it. Oh god, where was the... There. Into a new one. And then starts just walking off in a direction.
Okay.
And as that happens, Zach just is in a very hushed tone. That's what makes the angel so dangerous. You cut off a part, it just grows another.
I can see why you were trying to say to avoid them.
So now at this point, everything that's happening so far. So if we wanna start moving us again, we can't. Unless
Mhm.
anyone else has any input about what just happened. So, Keith, if you want to go ahead and keep moving us along.
Yep. We're just gonna be kind of like out here in the open for a little bit, trying to wait to see if this guy gets far enough away. Because we're doing like the most of secretive, like fucking walking through hell, basically.
As you're walking, you see another portal start to dissipate. It's this one's a little different. It slows down in the unraveling, and you can see the veins it's not intertwined, it's the other way. What word do I want to use? Untangled, yeah. It untangles itself and goes into the ground, making the portal disappear.
So that's gone now.
Yeah, that is gone.
Okay.
You do see fire starting to like rampage the forest over here. It's starting to actually like catch other things on fire.
Okay. So our best course of action would just be head over to this tree here. Unfortunately. Because that's going to be the furthest thing away from the spreading fire, and it also gives us cover.
So as you get up there, you see another angel, and there's two goblins. It's fighting the last one. As you're sitting there, you can see its hand turn into a spike and just like impale the goblin in front of it. Kill it, like the goblin. Just like there's no living from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the angel looks up towards the sky, and then you hear it do the clicking that that the other one was doing when you were back here.
It's like some.
Touch.
Yeah.
Because Anna speaks Celestial.
She does.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Zara does too.
Okay, so you'd both be able to understand this. So go ahead and. I think you. Yeah, it would be a D20. I don't know if it's necessarily perception, but we'll use perception at this point. Just so
Okay.
that way you guys can try to hear from where we are. Because there's
don't think
also
so.
fire and battle going around.
I don't think Zara would have noticed.
Okay. So just Anna at this point.
So
22.
Okay. So in the clicking, you realize the clicking isn't clicking. And what it is you hear within the clicking a ghostly tone of just someone screaming for help. And then it keeps sauntering over in the direction it's moving. So as it's moving this direction, you just hear it screaming for help the whole time. Then it sees the flesh astronaut and goes. And as that happens, instead of it screaming for help, you hear a very afraid tone and scared of get away from me, but it run towards the enemy.
This is like some ungodly Doctor Who shit. What the fuck?
let's see, this summer got way dark, way fast.
What do you mean? In the second episode, you picked up a person that was just charcoal on the ground.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was when it started getting dark real fast.
So
Yep. All right.
Anna's gonna stand there
So
and her jaw just dropped. And she looks at them.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to do a. Oh God, what is that under? A wisdom save.
Oh! She has. Uh, that's to the favor. It's a 13.
13. So, as you hear all that, panic almost begins to set in, and you arch back up and almost go to run back, and then you stop. And you realize the situation you're in. If you run, you're gonna just have to go back through everything you did. So then you immediately calm back down. But everyone else notices that Anna like gets up and almost goes to run away.
I'm following directly behind her.
Yeah,
Zara's-
so you
Zara's
see
following
like
directly behind her.
yeah, so as like that happens, she basically like forgets you're almost there. You like there's like a half an inch of space all of a sudden because she went to just take a step forward and you were right there.
Anna, the fuck? What's going on?
I'm concerned.
Move or die. What are we doing?
It seems that the angels don't want to fight, but they're running towards the danger. I don't quite understand.
Wait, are they saying things while they're fighting? She stops and she like tries to listen in too.
So as you go to listen to the two that are fighting the flesh astronaut, the same kind of ghostly tone comes underneath the clicks,
Mhm.
and you can just like there's an overwhelming sense of fear in their voices telling the creature to get away from them.
Now Zara also speaks Abyssal.
Yes.
The other thing speaking too.
So the other thing is go ahead and roll a perception. I'm gonna have you roll a perception for that one.
14.
Okay. So it's not saying anything, but you do see a symbol at the base of its neck. And that symbol is it looks like Hades' symbol, so it has a cross in the upper top right hand corner instead of well, the moon is in the upper right hand corner when it's supposed to be at the bottom left hand corner.
Okay. So it's kind of like his symbol, but upside down.
Yes.
Would Zara recognize it?
You wouldn't recognize it, but you would recognize that it's
Kinda like
definitely
Hades.
it's kind of like Hades. Yes.
Well, that's weird.
Zotch turns and goes, "What's weird?"
Well, sounds like the angels are screaming for help and they're scared.
As you're explaining this, I need you to do a wisdom save throw as well.
Ken.
Okay. Suddenly, as you're speaking, you freeze.
Wait, wisdom? I've got a plus
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So as as you're like in the midst of that conversation, you freeze. And that kind of jaw-dropping happens to you. And an overwhelming sense of fear comes over you. Enough where your fight or flight response kicks in. And as you go to sprint in like the direction you don't see any of them in, Zotch's tail comes out and wraps you up a smidge and covers your mouth and like pulls you back towards the group. At this point, I need you. Let's see. Your character's still going to be freaking out. So, how does your character react to suddenly a tail wrapping around him?
She licks it. Sorry.
Just licks the tail.
Yeah, like you ever think about a hand going over your mouth? Your first response is to lick the hand.
No, but okay.
Okay.
Most
So
first
Anna gets
responses
it.
would bite.
Anna, you get it?
It would just be to bite.
To bite, yeah. I guess to bite. If I'm scared,
You
it would be to bite.
It would be to bite. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for trying to bite me. Yes.
Holy fuck, nat 20. I can have Brandon come verify if you need me to. I'm not touching it.
No, that's fine. You don't have to verify anything. That's funny. Go ahead and roll a d4 for damage.
2.
You just heard Zotch.
So as Zotch's tail wraps around real fast, covers your mouth, he pulls you back, and then you bite down and take a chunk of his tail, but in doing so, instead of like it being like flesh that you bit into, it's like a balloon. And it pops with blood that just pops into your mouth. And then immediately forms back over your mouth.
And Keith is
And
just
then-
watching all this, just
Yeah, Keith watches that, and you see Zotch, like, as she takes the bite, he, like, puts his hand on the ground as if he's just like, ow.
We gotta be quiet though.
And then he looks at Anna, and then slowly brings Zara to where she can see him, and goes, if you can understand what they're saying, you need to figure out either to not listen or put your hand over your ears. Because what they're saying and what you're hearing may not be what their intent is.
and
and then-
keeping it.
Looks at Zara and goes, are you calm enough for me to take my tail away from your mouth?
She kind of like shrugs, like, I guess. Eh.
Go ahead and roll another wisdom save for me.
7. Oh wait, +1, 8.
So as you shrug, that overwhelming sense of dread comes back, and you're like, I gotta run. And as that happens, one of the angels, it doesn't notice you, but you see a flicker of it looking at you and begging for help.
I gotta help it.
So as you're trying to like wiggle out of Zotch's tail at this point, unannounced to you, you are running at them now,
Oh no.
or trying to run at them. Luckily,
I gotta help him.
I gotta roll a strength save now.
I gotta help him.
Okay, that's
You
a
gotta help me help
fantastic.
them.
Oh fuck. All right, I'm gonna attempt to grapple.
So as you start running towards them, the tail unwounds, and suddenly you're like about to take your first few steps towards them. So go ahead and do a strength check.
For me,
Yep.
13.
Okay. And then I need Zar to make a strength save throw.
I swear to God. Okay.
No, because my strength is -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Good.
why I was giggling.
But she still could have beat you.
Mhm. If she got a nat 20, it would literally be like grabbing hold of her collar and the collar tearing off.
Yep. Anyway, so at this point, you do have a hold of Zar, but she is not being quiet anymore. Like, she's stomping around, trying to stomp full.
All right, then I put her over my shoulder, or I pull her up next to me and cover her mouth and just whisper here, "You need to stop, or else we're all gonna fucking die."
So,
I thought you were
Zar,
gonna
I
stop
need
halfway through
you
that sentence.
to make a wisdom save throw again.
15.
All right. So at this point, that overwhelming sense of dread has calmed down, and then it like a switch flipped in your head, and suddenly you're like, "What did I just do?" Like you remember doing it, but you remember having no control over it.
Yeah. I had to help them. But they're bad guys. I don't need to help them. But I needed to help them.
You okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to help them.
He doesn't let her go. He just like throws her over his shoulder and just keeps walking.
Okay. So we all need to make another stealth check besides Zar, because Zar is now on the back of
14.
Keith. Okay.
18.
And I got a 16. So go ahead and keep going.
We go around this way and past all the flame. And there's
So
nothing
as
ahead
you're
of us
past-
besides that cliffside, right?
So the cliff sides were here and all the way back here. So it's just more forest in this direction.
Okay.
And as you're going this direction, you see like behind you the flames are starting to spread, but like to make like you can't go back. They're starting to like envelop the forest around you, or at least behind you. I guess not around.
Oh man, I didn't make a save point.
Crap, we didn't explore it all.
Shit.
Accidentally progressed the story.
All right. So at this point, it's just forest in front.
And there's no more of these fucking things around us. It's just straight on till the thingy.
So at this point, you guys have been walking for a little bit. Shoot.
How long?
Say of roughly 45 minutes.
You stayed the night in a forest last night.
Yeah, you stayed the night in the forest. Your thing, Zach.
Cool.
Kill.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
So at this point, we're at an intermission. If you guys need to get drinks, go to the bathroom, stuff like that, go do that. It's going to take me a little second to set up the next part.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go let the dogs out to the bathroom.
Do 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 do. Intermission.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
And yeah, we'll be back here in a few minutes. Enjoy the music. Uh,
Yeah. How dare.
Stop checking.
Checking.
I need to turn down the music.
Not that. He is.
And go back to the D&D screen. And then see what beautiful thing you have made. What in the fuck did you make?
I was about to make a penis.
It kind of looks like you already did, bud.
Nope.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
Like y'all seeing what I'm seeing, right? Like you got two big circles, and then you have a elongated thing with an even smaller circle there.
No. Talking about. Those are
Yeah.
doors.
One of the big circles looks like it hurt.
No, it just has testicular cancer.
Jesus.
Hey man, they're never the
Alrighty
same
then.
size.
Gotta look up one thing before I am.
Okay. Bunny.
Oh, that's not it.
You look like you have no chubby teeth.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I am going to. Ooh,
So serious.
grab that though.
I love that Lola doesn't really give any fucks. I can just like pull on her and she's just like, yeah, I love it. Yeah. What is this? I already told you. None of this. No fluff. No fluffs from your butt. No, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to shed again. Damn husky. Not allowed to. I already told you. You were grounded from fluffing.
But the butt fluff.
But you're grounded from having butt fluff.
But the butt fluff.
Because last time you almost clogged up our fucking AC system. And then what's this?
Okay.
More fur? More fur?
I think I got it.
Okay,
the majority
you're grounded, young lady. You're
of the
grounded.
setup.
Yes, you are. You're grounded, young lady.
Okay. So we walk what seems like forever, but then a clearing in the trees, and you guys can see on the mountain itself there are like someone sculpted into the mountain, two sides of like giant pillars, and on the left one has the one for Shaw, and the right one shows the icon for Saloon. And I'm gonna post what those look like, by the way, in Discord. Woo. So that's the icons that you guys can see engraved in stone on the upper half of the mountain.
I don't know if Aspen can hear.
The one with the eyes and the stars, that's for my goddess Saloon. Zara starts like getting really excited. She's kind of
I forgot to fill up the water.
wiggling out of Keith's arms a little bit, just like, look, that one, that one.
And we're still like in the forest. As we're walking, it's starting to be less forest. And it seems like there's going to be like a clearing soon. Okay. So
Sorry, I forgot to fill
we'll
my
just
water.
walk forward. I'm gonna say about right. All right, good spot. Okay, so as we get closer to the mountain, there is this big, like, there has, like, in the mountain has been cleared and, like, chiseled out this, divide in between those two. So there's two pillars. One side has Saloon, one has Shaw, and in between there is just a big line that looks like it was there intentionally. Once you guys start to get closer to that, you see two big buildings leading to a grand staircase that seems to go down into the mountain further. And these two big buildings have Saloon on the left and Shaw on the right. And you see this big courtyard where the stone has been neatly chiseled out of the ground. A lot of it's been cracked and like moss has grown over it. It's not been taken care of whatsoever. Everywhere is kind of overgrown.
Hi, Leo.
And as I don't want to select more than I just want the party. I don't want trees. As we get to right here, you can see Saloon's symbol is engraved in a circle, and Shaw's is also engraved. And there's just these massive walkways that look like just like casual talking area, so on. And it's just all overgrown, broken. A lot of the stone has cracks in it now. Even the tops of the buildings, everything is carved out of stone here. So there's a lot of erosion that happened and damage to the buildings themselves. And as we're walking up, Zotch just kind of looks around and goes, well, it looks like we made it here, but I see no sign of the adventurers we sent before. As he's looking around.
What signs were you expecting?
Well, for starters, there's moss growing over the rocks. Something disturbed?
And you don't see any of that?
No. Looks like the adventurers we sent never made it this far.
Well, aren't we the lucky ones?
We're down,
Lucky her.
down, we know.
Alright, I
Down.
set Zara down.
She kind of runs off to the circle with Saloon's engraving on the floor. Is it this one? Like,
Yeah.
I
Not
wasn't.
that.
I thought it was this one.
This one? This one.
No, that's Shaw.
Oh, okay, this one.
If I said it the wrong way around, I'm sorry.
Okay.
How
This one.
dare you, sir?
I know.
She runs over and she starts kind of like cleaning up the floor a little bit and making sure that the engravings are clear.
That sounds good, Leo. Lurk all you want.
She doesn't
Oh.
care about anything else. She doesn't care for her safety. She's not even looking at the rest of anything. She's just going and cleaning up her goddess's little area.
As you do that, Zotch is just like, be careful. We don't know what's around. I know it's your goddess's place, but it doesn't seem that way no longer.
Well, maybe
Keith is
if
just
we
gonna
clean
walk
it,
past
she'll
and just
talk
start
to us.
looking around.
So if it was a manner of cleaning to solve all of the issues we've been having, dear God, either we're one fucked up, messy bunch of groups of individuals that just never clean, or I doubt the cleaning has anything to do with it.
That's not a D20. That's the D20.
Right. Maybe that's why she's not talking to me.
No, wait, is this D20? They're so
Yep.
fucking hard to tell.
That's not a D20.
No.
That is not a D20. God fucking damn it.
We have two 12s
Wait, is this
over
not?
here.
What is this? Oh, yeah.
We do not have a
I
D20.
deleted the D20. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me fix it. Here. That's a D12. Hold on. D20, I got a purple one. There you go.
Thank you. Alright, well, since 14 plus perception, that's 3. 17. I'm just walking around and looking in the doorways and stuff.
Huh.
You have to.
So as you get to that point, you can see the doors are like, they used to be stone doors. Everything was carved, but now the doors are like in crumbles on the floor. And the walls that was holding it seem to have eroded enough away that it just kind of toppled over. But there's a lot of damage, it looks like, on both sides.
Doesn't seem like anyone's been here in centuries.
And Zach walks up and just goes, I concur. I don't know what Hades thinks we can find here, and if it can be found here, how old are we talking about that got woken up?
Oh, I'm gonna keep looking around, see what I can find. Maybe there's some secret things tucked away in the rubble. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yay, 20.
Okay. So you're just, you can
He's
go
just-
in the building, yeah.
Yeah. He was just stopping there and talking.
So as you go into that building, there is 9 beds to your right. That looked not the best beds, but they weren't like the shittiest. They were very well kept. They're still like put together. But the chests that look, you assume they were like foot lockers, have most of them have been opened and tossed around. But there are 2 in this room that haven't been. You rolled a 20? Dirty
Rolled
20,
a
right?
dirty 20, yeah.
Okay. So as you're passing one of the tables, you see that there's a scripture, and that scripture has the word Shaw in it, even though you are in the saloon side of things. But it looked like this is their living area. Everyone
Alright.
lived together. There's tables and all sorts of things. You can see that there's the light that's in there is this like silverlish blue flame on all the torches around. keeping everything lit.
Okay. I guess I would probably need to make a. Well, you said that there was a scripture on the table about Shaw, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna read it. Would I have to make an intelligence roll?
Yep.
Oh God. That's not gonna help.
No.
Because you know what my intelligence is?
What's that?
+1.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say -1. I was about to make a really bad joke. But anyway,
Do I pick it up and it just crumbles in my hands?
no, you pick it up, and you like, it's faded enough that you can't really make out what it's supposed to say. All you know is that it's. I need you to make a religion check.
Oh God, I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. 16. I don't think I have a religion.
No, you don't have to have a religion.
It's one of your stats. It's in your
It is a
intelligence.
skill.
I got a 17.
So, from what you can like look back on about Shaw and Saloon is that they are never together. Not once. They hate each other. Like the different religions despise one another for their teaching. So you find it very odd that the Saloon side has Shaw teachings or like Shaw scripture of some sort in your hand.
All right.
At this point, what is
After-
Dar doing?
After she kind of cleans up the area, she runs inside and she catches up to everyone and she runs over to Keith because he's over on the saloon side.
Yeah, he's on the Saloon side.
Okay. And she's does he know that it's not the right scriptures? He knows this stuff? That's what
He knows
does not.
it's Shaw's. He doesn't necessarily know it's teaching. He just knows it's a scripture of some sort.
Well, that looks wrong.
What do you mean?
You would know better if you check. So if you want to read it, you can.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence for me.
Are we doing intelligence straight or are we doing intelligence with religion?
With religion for you.
Okay. 21.
Okay. That is straight like the teachings of Shaw.
Yeah, that's not Saloon's teaching. That's the teaching of Shaw. It's not right.
But as you look around, you see every table has one.
None of it's right.
This seems.
She runs over to the other side.
There you go.
Like over here.
And as you get to the other side, the beds are round and like are very not kept. They are very like crudely put together. Even the like foot lockers that are around that you can see are like in tatters. Like not much is kept like clean over there. And as you pass over the desk or the I guess a desk, I guess. You see the teachings of Saloon on that side.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, that's wrong. All of this is wrong. Everything in this place is wrong.
What's happening in there too? When you went in, there's a purple light on all the torches. So all of the torches are purple fire, and the other side had silver.
Does that mean anything?
For you, it makes sense to you because Saloon has silver in her. In the like symbol, there's always silver stars, while Shaw's has the purple ring indicating the dark side of the moon.
Can I like move the torches, or can I like insist that someone help me move the torches? Just try to change the light in the rooms or anything?
So as you go to reach for the torches, it does not budge.
I also want to try to like instinctively, part of me wants to like try to like move everything in the rooms to where they're supposed to be on either side, because everything feels very out of place. Sarah gets overwhelmed and just doesn't know what to do and just sits in the hallway.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Zach is walking around looking at things,
Quack.
and then he goes to the other room. Anna, what are you doing at this point?
That's a good question.
She just aimlessly like looking around and looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Anna's just kind of looking around aimlessly. Zach comes into the room with you, Keith, and goes, "Did you find anything?"
So far, just apparently as what the half-foot tells me is the incorrect teachings, and holds out the scripture to Zaj.
You know what's even more strange?
Hmm.
Shaw and Saloon hate each other.
And that's what.
Why build a temple with both of them involved?
And why have teachings of one on this side? I assume it's the same on the other?
Yeah,
Interesting.
there's Saloon's teachings on Shaw's side.
Alright, so you said there was a couple of foot lockers sitting around that are still locked?
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna pull out his thieves' tools and walk up to one of them. Well, let's see
Okay.
if anything in these will give us any insight.
Okay.
Oh,
So you go to lockpick it.
that didn't
Okay.
help either.
Nothing's broke so far. But you can't, like, normally when you lock picks, you can feel like the lock clicking, and it's
Mhm.
just not doing it for you.
Alright, so is it locked with like a padlock or an internal lock?
Internal.
Shit. I mean, I do have a... Alright, I'm going to try a strength check with the crowbar then to see if I can't just break it open.
Okay.
That's a 4.
No, it don't budge.
Want to give it a try?
Zach walks over. He's like, you know what's funny about this? He goes over to it and pulls up on the lid, and it just opens.
It wasn't even unlocked. It wasn't even unlocked.
It just looks over at the thief, looks at the box. You didn't check if it was unlocked first?
Having an off day. Which is true. He broke his fucking sling.
Bro, he's had a rough time the entire time. What do you mean rough day?
He's very off lately. All right, I'm gonna just start going through the fucking Footlocker then.
You hear Zoch laughing to himself as he's slowly walking away towards the door.
Daft green one.
He's not even green.
Just ignores. All right, so I got a 15.
All right. So in here you see folded clothes. They're like silver gowns. As well as there is a necklace with Saloon's symbol on it. Like engraved in, it looks like a diamond in the center of like a pendant, and then it has Saloon with the eyes and the stars around in the necklace.
Okay. He's gonna call out to Zara. Halfling, I think I might have found some you would appreciate.
Ooh. She just runs. I am not zoomed in nearly enough. I'm not looking at the map like ever.
There you go.
So she just runs in. Did you find something?
He hands out the gown with the necklace sitting on top of it out to her.
So I need you. Well, you don't have to roll religion. It's your religion.
My religion.
So as he is handing this to you, you see like high priestess robes and the locket of Saloon.
She doesn't take the clothing, but she will pick up the locket.
Okay.
I'm not a high priestess. I can't take the clothing. But she picks up the locket and kind of inspects it.
Roll a perception for me.
15. 14.
As far as you can tell from observation, it is just a Saloon pendant. That's all it is.
I'll keep this. And she just kind of, she doesn't put it on, but she tucks it in her ever bulging backpack. And then she looks for any statues or like any worship area so that she can try to pray.
As when you look around for that, you can see these are like living quarters, and that the
It's gonna come poke around this way then, trying to
okay,
see if she can find anything. I can't even just grab. Thank you.
you're good. Okay. So as you reach like right here, you see a giant stairwell going down. And on one side has silver torches leading all like really far down, and then purple torches on the other side doing the same thing.
Ooh. I'm trying to figure out how I need, because I know that things have been reversed in this temple, but I don't know how well she knows this. Because she is feeling frustrated about how everything's wrong and backwards. I don't know if she would like instinctively. I think that she would still try to follow the silver lights to see if she can find her goddess, even though the other rooms were backwards. I still think that she would try to follow the silver lights.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you right here.
Great.
So now it's Anna. Do you see Zara go towards the stairs, and you see Zotch just like hanging out in the doorway, waiting for Keith to finish thieving.
Thieving.
It's not thieving at the moment. He hasn't pocketed shit.
You're right, it's not thieving because he tried to lockpick a thing that was open.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck you, sir.
Deserved.
Huh? What's going on?
So Zotch is just hanging out. Keith is rummaging through a chest right now, and you see Zara head towards what you can tell is like a staircase leading down, but you don't know how far.
Anna's gonna look over at Zara.
Zara, don't go anywhere without us.
Then follow me. She kind of like exasperated, like throws her arms. Then come with me. But I need to go pray, and I want to do it right.
Then wait for us. The entire group is not together, and if something happens to you, I know I wouldn't forgive myself.
She just kind of pouts and just sits. Fine.
Okay. So,
So is there-
there is a
Is-
second chest in there.
Yeah. Was that all that was in the first one?
So as you pick up the robes and stuff like that, you see a lot of like jewelry, like gold pendants, rings, stuff like that.
He just kind of looks over his shoulder and just like slips it into his pocket. And it walks over to the other one.
Okay.
And before he tries anything, he attempts to open it by hand. Just opening it.
This one's locked.
Motherfucker. All right.
So, I literally had it planned out. Like the closest one was going to be locked, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna make this one unlocked." And then you just like ran past the first one and was like, "I'm gonna go this one," and then immediately tries to lockpick it, and I'm like, "Okay, I have to at this point." Like, all right.
I begged for it. I mean, honestly.
11 plus shit, what is that one? Would that be sleight of hand?
Yes.
Yeah, so 11, 18. Ooh.
All right. So you're sitting there for a moment, and then you hear the click that you're so used to hearing.
He just like kind of fucking finally. And just opens up the box.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
And 9 plus 3, that is a 12.
Okay. So at this point, as you open that up, you see a statue of Saloon, just a small one.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I would say, about candlestick size, if that makes sense.
Okay. So about like 4 inches in height.
Yeah. That seems to be marble, so it's not like a shittily made one. It's very like top quality. As well as you find some more silver robes, and that's where you find a book.
Oh. Alright, I'm guessing that's gonna be an intelligence.
I mean,
Language first.
I'd say you don't need to roll an intelligence to read
True.
necessarily, unless
That would
there's something
be-
wrong with it. But you also have no idea because you're just looking at the book, right?
Well, he's gonna pick it up and try and see if he can read anything on the
There
cover
you go.
or on the inside.
As you open the first page, you see it's a journal of some sort. because it has like the date, and then like it starts writing, and there's like entries every few pages. Do you want to try to read them?
Yes.
Okay. First entry, you can see it's been 50 years from the first entry. You get a perspective. It's written by a priest, and what's written, I think it's wrong that we got to learn about Sean. It doesn't feel right. I don't think Saloon would approve of this. But we're being told that we need to learn about everyone and everything we can, whether our own feelings or our goddess's feelings are involved.
At this point,
And
he just like
then-
looks over his shoulder at Zach and just like waves him over.
What's up? Comes over and looks over his shoulder. What'd you find?
Found a journal. Looks like it's written by a priest.
He reads the first entry and goes, okay. Might want to show Czar this.
And that was my thought as well.
Okay. So Zach is gonna start walking towards the door.
Alright.
When you pick up that book, there is a I'm trying to think of the size. Think dinner plate size symbol of Saloon with like a silver outline that has that marble in the center. But it looks very odd to be in a chest.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the statue and the plaque. I'm assuming is what it's like. It's like a stone plaque.
Yeah. Mm.
And just kind of walk out with it in one arm, or in like my hands.
Okay.
And just kind of like walk over to the other side to go take a look at that area.
Okay.
By the way, I have written down on my extra items a bag of jewelry because they didn't actually specify.
You're right.
Statue, dinner plate, plaque, and then the journal that I just found.
So far, there was the robes, but if you didn't take those, then
I
Don't worry
didn't
about
see any value in them. Plus, who's gonna want to buy some old robes from a religion?
nah. So you enter that room, and there's like one good chest that is kind of still put together, but it's still like there's some small holes in the bottom of it, but it's not like big enough for your hands to fit through.
All right, I'm gonna check to make sure it's unlocked.
It is unlocked. You can see when right before you open it though that the quality of the chest was way worse. Like the saloon side had like really good chests, and it seems like everything in this room was not well kept. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for the lockpicking.
9 plus 7, I think. Yeah, 7, so 16.
Lock clicks open. And as you open that, there is plate armor.
Ooh.
With the signia of Shah, just like on its chest, and it's not like, from what you can tell, it's not this grand armor. It's more like functionality over looks.
Okay. God, sometimes I hate Beyond D&D.
Good.
So is it
a good? Just like
it-
find plate armor of some sort.
I'm trying to. Is it like a full plate or half plate?
Half.
Half plate?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weapons. I don't want weapons. Why am I still in weapons?
Mm.
Where the fuck is
That's
the directory? Ah, there we go. Da ba da 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 da. Don't want any of that shit. Armor and shields. Padded leather, studded. Hide, chain, scale, breastplate, half plate. Oh fuck yeah, I can use this. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be taking that.
Yeah. And as you pick that up and put in your bag, you see the same like big round whatever you called it, the dinner plate thing, the plaque of the symbol of Shaw.
Pretty sure I'm spelling plaque wrong. Yeah, that's plaque
Yeah,
under
it's
teeth. I'm an
fine.
idiot.
As long as you know what it is, that's what counts.
Yep. Okay, manage character. All right. So, is it just like one piece of the armor, or is it a full set?
It is just the chest armor.
Okay, yeah, that works out perfectly then. 'Cause that's gonna be a lot more manageable.
Mm-hmm.
Add items. Yeah, that's it. He just grabs that stuff and then walks out to them and starts heading towards Zara.
So I'm just gonna let you go first. And as we're heading up, Zara can see us finally starting to head along.
Ever.
Half one, I have a few things for you.
Okay.
You can blame the kleptomaniac over here.
Well, I'm doing research on shit here.
Are you stealing from my goddess's temple?
Not just.
Not just. I don't care. You can take whatever. You can take whatever from the other goddess, but you can't take from my goddess.
I didn't take anything from your goddess. I have these though, and I hold out the statue, both the plaques and the journal sitting on top of it.
So you get to see these items.
I take the journal, kind of just hold on to it for a second. I take the saloon plaque. I don't take the other plaque. You can keep that. I don't want it.
So which one is? Oh, hers is saloon, right?
Yeah, hers is the saloon, so she's handing
She
you
takes-
Shaw's back.
She takes any of saloon stuff. So you can have whatever of Shaw's stuff.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go ahead and set the shop plaque against the wall.
I want to start with the saloon plaque. Is there anything special with it?
So go ahead and roll a perception for me.
11, 12.
Okay, so it is, so it has like silver lining around it, with diamonds, like every 2 inches on the around the corners, and then it's marble like in the middle, and it's like engraved, and then someone melted the silver into the grooves, so it's like this fancy plaque of some sort.
Okay.
You
should
do
hold-
notice on the sides are like worn like as if they were rubbing against something,
Okay.
but that's like all around it.
I bet these are keys for something. You should hold on to it. The temples have traps. This makes sense. And then she kind of looks at the journal and flips through it, seeing if there's anything of note.
So as you're flipping through it, the very first entry tells like how they were learning of the other one's religion, and how she felt like that was going against her goddess's wishes. Then there's like three or four more entries of like everyday life, how it was always busy, but one side was learning the other side's techniques. So in Saloon's side, they were learning substitute. I can't speak. They were learning how to be a spy, how to disguise themselves, how to like trick people into giving up the information, stuff like that. And how every day she seemed to write. It seemed like she was straying further away from Saloon's teaching. And in the last page of where the journal entry stopped, there's this big blood stain that goes from one page to the next. And on that one, it is written that there was a big unease on both sides because they could sense something was wrong with their goddesses and they couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, excuse me.
And like there's a good paragraph that you can't read due to the blood just being all over it.
Sounds like and looks like they fell in love and everyone else got mad about it and there was a fight and that's what it looks like. She closes the book.
Zod just kind of sits there and goes, okay. So normal religious bullshit. Got it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bard, and I'm an acolyte, and I'm a druid. There's a lot of mixes in me. And they were just trying to learn more, and that's kind of Saloon's whole thing is learning more. So I don't think that they were doing anything bad, but I think that people thought that they were doing bad things. And it sounds like that they fell in love and there was a fight that broke out and now no one's talking to anybody and they broke up. And she just kind of like puts the book down and that's what happened.
Okay.
You can't tell me none of that is exactly what happened.
That's pretty funny. You're right. No one can really tell you otherwise.
So, out of curiosity, what was on the breastplate that you told me I found?
It's a insignia of Shah, so it just has the purple ring around black, indicating the dark side of the moon.
Okay. Yeah, he's not gonna wear it. He's just gonna hold on to it. Because when he gets to a town or whatever, he's gonna see if a blacksmith can remove that.
for statues now, or like a prayer room, something. I understand I had to wait,
Yes, we can keep going.
kind of like
Yes,
bouncing
please.
and trying to move.
Let's continue. As you guys walk through this like gate, the gate is leading down a like grand set of stairs. On the right side, like right down the middle, is just cut between two very distinct colors. One of them has this like they both have like pillars leading down, and in between the pillars are the torches. The torches on the right side are going to be purple, while on the left are going to be silver. And on the right side, the architecture is very like purple and black. There isn't a lot of like elegancy to it. There's just like a plain purple and black going most of the way down, intertwining and circling on the pillars. Then on the left side, it's silver with like marble mixed in all the way down the stairs.
Then it's that way. And she kind of starts going down the silver path. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm away from my desk. So
You're
I can't
good.
touch the computer.
We're going to have a brief intermission while I try to delete all the fucking lines
I'm helping.
and draw the next section.
It's kind of
'Cause
stupid that's right at
both
the
sides.
tip of the
I
fucking.
know. It's so annoying because you can't accurately.
Oh my god.
like,
Oh my god. Click and hold.
click and hold. Oh my god, yes. Okay.
Mhm.
That's so much better. Dear fucking god.
You're welcome.
You telling me that when you erased with a pencil, you lift it up after pushing it down?
Yes.
Wait, were these
Don't
supposed to stay here?
Push it down and rub it like. a
The
normal
stuff down there, yes.
Oops.
It's
I will
fine.
fix
I
them.
can redraw it.
No, that's not what I want. It was like this.
It's fine. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
There.
Let me just erase my little. Yeah. I should not be allowed to touch that.
Normally, we end within the next 20 minutes.
Normally, yes.
So
So if we want to end it here, that's fine.
That's what I was gonna
I can
ask
finish
you.
drawing myself and stuff like that, so that way next time we can just go right into it.
That's what I was gonna ask, is if you wanted to extend and keep going longer, because I know that you guys have to do things tomorrow, and it is starting to get late towards your end. So I didn't want us to run too long for you guys. 'Cause we can keep going forever, but we know that you guys have a stopping limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 9 o'clock at night for you guys, so well, almost 10.
Almost 10.
I really don't have. I don't got much, so.
Oh, by the way, I was looking between the just a breastplate and half plate. The breastplate, the half plate is like 40 to 60 pounds, so I think it's like a full set of half plate armor.
Yeah, basically.
So I just grabbed the breastplate because that was like only 20 pounds.
Okay. That worked.
You get to the next city, it's been on your person long enough for it to actually attune to you. You are now cursed.
You are
That
a
would be
thief
fun.
with 60-pound armor, and that can't sneak anymore.
You can
You-
never remove it.
You, sir, are fucked.
Yes, sir.
As soon as you started looking for stuff, I was just like, oh my god, this is going to be such a cursed item. He's going to put it on immediately. It's going to curse him. This is going to be great. And then you didn't.
Well, no,
put it
I
on.
don't want to put it on because it is the deity against your god. So He's being mindful, being like, I can use
Yeah, but I
this.
just read the journal, so as of right now, we're pretty homocopacetic. That's all the English words I know.
Homocopacetic?
Homocopacetic.
Homocopacetic.
Fuck just happened.
I just plucked the dog.
No, something happened on my end.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm playing music through the computer, but not through my headset. And when it went to sleep mode, it started playing the music through my headset.
Wish I could. There was like a. You evenly distribute this shit. Like the circles. When you're drawing, I wish it would like be easier to make them even. This is quite annoying. Get the picture. Well, nope. Swap. Swap.
No. If we're all done, then we're gonna go to Big Lots for the Dollar Tree or something so I can pick up fucking forks. It's Sunday, so it's about to close. But I can also pick them up at Wincow. Yeah. Are you jealous? Did you see what else I was working on? Posted a picture to me so I could draw a picture. So, I don't know if you guys know, but Brandon's sibling got married yesterday.
Nice.
And so I'm trying to draw the gazebo where they got married at. And then we're doing a shadow box thing for them. But it all just depends on how well I can do the draw slash paint slash whatever.
Fair
Fine.
enough.
For my part. For his part's easy.
Got it. Okay. You're gonna what?
He's gonna
You're gonna go lay down? Okay.
Oh.
Is that what you said? It's hard to hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
If we're done, I'm gonna go lay down.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. That also gives me time to set all this
Yeah,
up.
that's it for tonight.
So, before you two leave,
we will
how
be...
was that for a session?
I think it was good.
Okay.
I like directional when you're describing, giving directional, because a lot of time I'm not looking at the computer.
Yeah,
I'm
I try to
drawing.
do that like
So that was
anyway.
super helpful.
So
'Cause sometimes when you're like, it's coming from over here, I'm not looking. So so when you're like, yeah, it's coming from the right, it's like, yes, perfect. I know exactly where it's coming from because I'm not looking half the time. I'm only looking if we're like fighting normally, or if we got to a new place. Then I'm really looking at it and trying to figure out where everything is, or if I'm
Yeah.
moving around in a building. I thought it was an awesome sesh.
So I'm trying to find the picture of the angel real fast.
Anyways. Sorry, choking on my spit. Yeah, anyways, that's it for this. I will have this up probably on Saturday on YouTube. So shit, should I start doing that? I don't want to start doing the whole like and subscribe shit. It feels wrong. I hate it. Anyways, started streaming over on TikTok a little bit more. Having fun with it. Just trying to see if I can get somewhere. So, anyways, later.